Hello friends! As you guys can see for the title today, we're doing a get ready with me with some fun stuff. I got some stuff in the mail and I wanted to showcase it with you guys because you may or may not be seeing a video in the future with some of these stuff in the giveaway. So I wanted to show you guys firsthand how they look, how they play, so on and so forth. So then that way you guys know what you guys may or may not be getting. So as you guys can see for the title, we are working with Flower Nose today, and I have quite a few stuff. Some stuff you have seen in the past, some stuff you are new to me as well. So we're gonna play around with Flower Nose. They are gonna have a Black Friday sale coming up, so I wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. This is such a beautiful and aesthetically pleasing brand. Just everything between the packaging and the products. I am so happy with a lot of things that I've tried from them this year. They really, like, my daughter has been coming in here and stealing my stuff because she loves it so much and she loves to show it off to her friends as well. So we're going to talk about Flower Nose. I'm going to put a full face, or at least the majority of my stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So everything that I'm going to be using will be down in the description box. Obviously, if it is Flower Nose, you guys will be, I will be talking about it. So as you guys can see, I am not sure if this video is going to be great or not because I'm trying something new. So you guys can see, I don't have my overhead lights on. Like, my bedroom has recessed lighting in it. Well, we have a bunch of lights in throughout our whole house. Like, we went like crazy because when we bought this house, it had no lighting. Everything had to be a plug-in lamp. And we were like, oh, no, we need light. So we have done soft lighting and recessed lighting in almost all the rooms in this house. So I have a soft light that I could put on, or recessed lighting. Typically, I put on my recessed lighting in here, but today, for two reasons, I did not. One, I wanted to try to see how it looks on camera. I'm hoping while I'm editing this, I'm not complaining the whole time of how it looks, but I wanted to try something different. And two, the fact that I have that setup back there, and then I put an orange shirt on today because of the color story we're using today. This was going to be very off as far as my balance goes. It was going to look way too orange and way too warm tone. So you weren't going to see the best of the product. So I thought, you know what, let me turn off that and just put on my lighting, see how it works. I also want to try to not have my ring light on one time. I don't know how well that'll do, but I want to try where I don't have my ring light on and see if it looks nice or not. I don't know. Like, that's a commitment and that makes me nervous. Even though I've mentioned many times that in this bedroom, the sun never hits it directly in front of these windows. So it is nice, but I still am a little bit nervous about doing that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this kind of lighting. Do you like this more? Because I could do this more. Because it's rather easy. I just don't turn on the lights. But if you do like it with the lights on, I'll do that. It's not a big deal to me. I could do either way. But I figured since it's harder for me to switch my room because of the furniture that I have in here now. Before it was a little bit easier, but also the fact that Mr. Man's closet is over there. And he's always in here getting dressed for work. So he doesn't bother me in our bedroom. That I kind of have to, like, keep things a certain way, which is fine. But I figured, well, if I have the option of changing the lighting, let me try that. So that's what I did today, which was literally a last minute thing. But I was like, oh, if I'm going to wear orange, I got to figure something out. You guys, the wonderful beautiness of editing, or not, I should say editing, of filming at least a week ahead of time or so. I've been sick, and thank God today, now that I needed to film, I am feeling better because my daughter, here's my story, you guys. I always have a story. You guys know that, right? You come here for the stories. So my kid, my youngest kid, she's obviously still building her immune system. So, and she's my kid that cannot, for the life of me, get her hands out of her mouth. So I knew she was the one that's going to be sick because that's just who she is. She's always sick. But she's the one that bounces back the quickest when it comes to any kind of sickness. Like, this girl could be throwing up and 2 hours later, she could be outside playing and everyone thinks I'm a liar because my kid I just told everyone, nope, she's sick, I can't go. And they're like, but she's outside. Guys, this is one of their best sellers. You guys see me use this mirror all the time. I love Flower Nose's mirrors. I have a few of these, and you guys, these are they're heavy. They're not like this cheap plasticiness, and they're so clear. You could see everything, and I love it because I'm not blocking my whole face when I'm doing makeup for you guys. And it's just beautiful. So this is one of their best sellers. If anything, you guys, I would highly suggest look at their mirrors because you will not regret it. You will not regret it. I am actually looking at purchasing one for a gift, so I have to decide what back I want to send her. But I love these mirrors. These are by far my favorite mirrors ever. So anyway, back to my story. I was shocked that we went through September and October without getting sick. Well, last day of October, Halloween actually, she comes home and my husband is like, you need to come down here. It looks like you could tell automatically when this kid is sick, like she doesn't feel good. Like you could tell. And my kids are the type that don't complain. Like we just know because we know their personality. So I already knew that she wasn't feeling good. So of course I took her temperature. She had a fever. She didn't feel good. So I gave her meds just to alleviate it a little bit. I told her to go lie down and take a nap. So that's how we basically ended our day. And she woke up like nothing had happened, which was awesome. But I have always been somebody that growing up have had a lot of issues with my tonsils, my throat. This is why I always wear scarves. Because it prevents me from getting really, really sick. Because if my tonsils swell up, I'm done. So the next day, she kept complaining her throat hurt. So I was getting a little bit nervous because she's not the type of kid that her throat ever hurts when she gets sick. So that evening, I asked her, I said, how's your throat feeling? And she's like, Mommy, it still hurts. So I said, you know what? I'm going to keep you home tomorrow because something tells me you might have strep, right? So I'm like, I don't know. So she woke up the next day and I could hear it in her voice when she's talking to me that it's all swollen in there. I'm like, yep, you're staying home. So I called her doctor. Thankfully, they were able to get me in and I explained to them. I kept her home. She's been complaining about her throat. Now, mind you, the only thing that she has going right now is her throat. Like that's the only thing that's hurting her right now. She has no other symptoms. Her fever had gone away. So they did the strep test. Now, typically our doctor's office would do the strep test in the office and then also send it out to a lab to get results just to make sure that it's confirmed that she does or does not have it. So they took the strep test at the doctor's office, comes back negative. Doctor says, we're going to send it out anyway. 99% of the time it's the same. So all you can do is just keep her comfortable, give her any pain meds if she really has a lot of pain, soft stuff and nothing acidic, the typical stuff. So I was like, okay, fine. Luckily it was a Friday, so I kept her home Saturday, Sunday. Here comes Monday, and I was like, all right, well, you seem to be back to normal, so I'll send you back to school. So I had to go into work the same day as well, but I only worked half day that specific day. So I got out at 12, and I noticed I had a voicemail on my phone. So I go and check it, and it's the doctor's office calling me saying that they needed to speak to me. And I'm like, okay. I'm thinking like they just following up to see how she's feeling because it was the weekend. So I call them back, speak to a nurse, and I'm like, so they asked me how is she feeling, blah, 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 blah. So before I continue with my story, we're going to use two of their famous products. They sent me over one of their most sold highlighters. You guys know I love these highlighters. Look at this packaging. So all their products have weight to them. So don't ever think like these look like they're light. No, these are heavy and they're magnetic, which I love. So this one's called Moon River. I don't own this one. This is new to me, but it is very white and I don't know if this is going to work. So I'm actually going to, I see. So this is, now I understand why it is one of their best sellers. It's like that shifting pinky blue kind of highlighter. So I am going to top the blush off with this because I don't think that this is going to work for me, especially since I'm so fair. This might end up being used as an inner corner highlight, but I wanted to show you that this is one of their best sellers and I can see why. It's like that shifting iridescent one. I thought it was a clear white, but I do have this one in my arsenal. This is Paradise Lost, which is more my speed. I love this one. I've used this already on camera with you guys. So I'm going to use this highlighter today because I think that this should be one of their best sellers as well. And you guys, look, I am like digging in here and the imprint is still there. That's how deep and pigmented these are. These are beautiful. Look at that. See that? It doesn't have a lot of like sparkliness. It's really, really pretty. It's like a baked gelée kind of formula. I love it. Real quick, the doctor told me that she ended up having strep, and I sent her to school that day. They told me it was a different form of the strep. It wasn't like full-blown strep, which to me sounds like I caught it early because I literally brought her in the day after she complained. So they ended up giving me antibiotics for her, and that same day, guess who ended up with it as well? This girl right here. That same day after I got out of work, I felt my throat, and I was like, yep, I am also having it. So because of course I'm taking care of her, I'm the one that catches it. So for the last week, I have been sick. I am pretty good because I already know how to work my body, considering I've been dealing with this my whole life, that I already knew the signs and I already knew what to do, what to drink, the teas, the honey, whatever. So I'm feeling good. I just have like pressure in my head because my colds or sicknesses always stay in my head. They don't ever go into my chest. They always stick in my head. So I have a really bad headache, but we're going to work through it. We're going to work through it. We're doing it. We're alive, you guys. We are alive. That is my story, you guys. I was sick. I'm feeling better. All right, so for our blush, we're going to use this one today. This is their Romantic Blossom blush, and this is their most sought out one, apparently. So I love this one. I have used this one in the past, and it also goes with this brush. I love this brush, you guys, for blush. The brush for blush. This is so pretty. So I already washed this, as you guys can tell. I've washed it. I've used it. So we're going to just dab it in here and see how pigmented this blush is. You have to be very, very light-handed with this because it is. See that? Ooh, it's really, really pretty. I love this formula. It's so pretty. I don't know how they do it, but they do it so nicely. Like everything about it's so nice. And there's so many different colors, you guys. They're cream blushes, you guys, that come in a compact that looks like this. Oh my goodness. My favorite. They're not super dewy, which is what I love about it. And they're pigmented, and the color is just, I own 2 of them. Some of my favorite cream blushes. I love those. Love those. I'm surprised that that's not one of their best sellers because I love those blushes. So this is their bestseller blush. You can see it right there. It's so pretty. I'm just going to buff this out to kind of separate it here. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. I love that. I love it. And this does last on me. And you guys saw I did not put any cream blush under. And it's very, very pigmented. I just added a little bit more. Let's add some on my nose. So that's one of their best sellers. Absolutely love it. So they also sent me this for the eyeshadow or eyebrows. I do have one that's an apricot-y color. It was okay. To be honest with you guys, I like this, but I haven't fallen in love with it for the mere fact that I don't have a jelly, grippy, waxy base to be able to stick this on. So these are the colors that they sent me. This is apparently their bestseller. It's called Cold Brew Tawny. I have used this in the past, but I don't want to use it today just for the mere fact I don't have anything for it to grip to, and it's going to fade on me because of that reason. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows and then come back to show you the rest of the stuff because it is very exciting. Okay, so we did our brows. I primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Push. They sent over this beautiful palette. Oh my goodness, you guys, I fell in love with this palette. This is the Terracotta Brick. Just the name alone should tell you why I wore the shirt that I did. You guys, look at this beauty. Oh my goodness. I cannot. So I'm going to swatch it real quick for you guys. Do all the mattes first. So these are all the mattes. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I've been waiting patiently to try this on camera with you guys. So that is that. And then the 2 shimmers in the center. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is one of their best sellers, and I can see why this is. Look how beautiful that is. So, of course, we're going to rock it. We are going to rock it. So, these don't have names, so I'm just going to go ahead. First, we're going to grab this one. I'm going to try to use all the shades. At least try. So, we're going to use this one just to put it below our brow as a highlight. Okay, that showed up. We're going to go into this shade right here, and we're going to put that all over or in the crease. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm really hoping that this does not crease on me and fade. The last one that I had, which was the green palette, unfortunately, that specific one faded on me and it creased. So I'm hoping that this one does not, because this feels like a softer formula to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping that this stays. The embossing of it and everything is so pretty, and I love this color. This color story is so my jam, so I'm hoping it really does work for me. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to put bases under here so it doesn't crease, but all I did was put the primer potion on today, so I'm hoping that it does stay. We're going to go in now with this shade right there and put that right below the crease. And these have, I don't know if you guys can see that, it has powder. So I would definitely tap off the excess. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that alone, it's so pretty. Yeah. So I just put that a little bit more pronounced there. And then we're going to grab the brown at the end right here and just concentrate that on the outer V. And these are very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, as you guys can see. So just going to try to deepen that up. Oh, love this. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go with mixing this shade and this shade together on my lower lash line. So pretty, guys. So pretty. I'm just going to grab that fluffy brush. Oop, wrong one. And this does have a mirror, you guys. I just prefer this, just so you guys know. And it is a heavy palette as well. So you could feel the weight on that. Look how pretty that looks. I love it. Okay, so we are going to go with this one closer to this part and then this more in the inner corner. And I am going to grab a brush for this. So we're going to grab in the first one. This does look like it might have fallout, but I tapped off as much as I could. Yeah. So what we're going to do, because I can tell already, I'm going to grab my glitter glue, put it on my eyes. See if it's not too late. Put it on my eyelids. I think it'll grab it better because it's like a flaky kind of formula. So I don't want to add too much and then it falls everywhere. In. Oh, much better. It gets the color a lot better. Because if not, you're going to have to wet this or use your finger and you're going to get fallout everywhere. So I would suggest some sort of base. That color is gorgeous. Now let's go for the lighter one in the inner corner here. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. I definitely can see why this is a bestseller. Oh, it's perfect. Now, obviously, if you don't like warm tones, you're not going to love this. But for me, I love a warm tone. Those shimmer shades alone are worth it for me. Oh, look at that. Kind of reminds me of that duo from Patrick Ta that came out. Do I need it? No, because I got this. Oh my gosh, that looks so stunning. Look at that. Guys, that is so beautiful. All right, let me put on my eyeliner and mascara and then we'll come back for the lips. All right, you guys, so their best-selling lip product It's called Red Bean. And it's also from this same collection, as you guys can see. So it looks like these two paired together are always the same. I have swatched this, and I do love the color of this. It's more of like a brownie red. It's not necessarily red. I'm not putting on any lip liner so you guys can see it in action. So there it is right there. It's really, really pretty. Super moisturizing. It feels like a lip oil with color, but you guys can see it's not super red. I really like this color. It's not super, it's like a terracotta red. I really, really dig it, you guys. So there's my full face of a flower nose. I really, really like it. I understand why a lot of these products are their best sellers, you guys. I have really enjoyed a lot of their stuff, you guys. I have used their cream blushes all the time. These highlighters look like I forgot to do that. Let's do this inner corner highlight. See, I'm kind of happy that I accidentally opened this up. So we're going to put this in the inner corner. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Oh, I love that. Yeah, definitely an inner corner highlight for me because that would not show if I put it, like, it would just be too much right now because I'm a tan. But I love a lot of these products, you guys. Two of my favorite products are these, the blush. I can't decide. Even the mirror, you guys. They have so many things on there. They have hair accessories, they have jewelry, they have all different kind of products, different collections, hair brushes. I do have an affiliate link and a coupon code. I'll put it up on the screen if you're interested in purchasing anything from them. I know a few of my friends do have Flower Nose affiliates, so use their codes. This is the perfect time for holiday season to give somebody something unique and so beautiful. Just looking at this blush alone, you guys, and even the imprint of it, the aesthetic of it looks Victorian, it looks girly, it looks pretty. It makes you want to use it because it's just makes you feel like you're pretty. I don't know. There's something about the whole entire vibe of this brand that just makes me feel beautiful, makes me feel like a woman. It's just so nice. I love everything about them. So I have yet to find something that I do not like. I've been able to work with almost everything that they have given me, sent over to me, that I've tried myself. It is a beautiful, beautiful brand. I will let you know in the comment section or somewhere on the video of how these lasted. You guys, these look like a dupe for the Patrick Ta. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My eyes look amazing today. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Everything will be linked down in the description box. Thank you ahead of time. If you are using the affiliate code, just click on it. Look on the website. All I'm asking is just click on my link, look on the website, and just look for yourself. Maybe you have a niece, a daughter, a granddaughter, a neighbor, somebody who just had a baby that, you know, is trying to find their way. This is such a beautiful, beautiful brand to make somebody feel happy and girly and feminine again. I don't know. There's something about it that I absolutely love. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the video on the screen. Until then,